Hello, and welcome to LeaseQuery's Accountant's Angle, a podcast where our experts answer your most burning questions regarding accounting topics and upcoming changes. I'm your host, Emily Fish, Product Accounting Manager here at LeaseQuery, and today I'm joined by Sarah O'Sullivan, Director of Product Accounting at LeaseQuery. This is the second part of our discussion of the newest lease accounting standard that is applicable to the federal government level, SFFAS 54. Sarah, thanks for joining us. Let's get started. So we know LeaseQuery supports different accounting jurisdictions like ASC 842, IFRS 16, and GASB 87. Why don't you tell our listeners about our plans to support the federal market as well?
Thanks, Emily. I'd love to. So we've built out our LeaseQuery tool to also support the new SFFAS 54 lease accounting standard as well. So as we had discussed in a previous episode, there are a lot of similarities between the GASB 87 standard and this new federal accounting standard. That allowed us to leverage the tool that we had already built for our state and local government customers, which is currently being used by hundreds of customers to implement GASB 87 and report under it. So there are a few differences between the two standards that, like we talked about, but we've had to update the LeaseQuery tool for those. But as a reminder, these primarily relate to treatment of short-term and intergovernmental leases. In addition, there's some required footnote disclosures for federal that are similar to GASB footnote disclosure requirements, but there are some small differences, and we've incorporated those into there. So similar to our solutions for FASB, IFRS, and GASB jurisdictions, our tool will provide full compliance for all entities that are reporting under SFFAS 54, which will include all of the calculations and amortization tables needed to support the new lease liability and asset balances that they're going to be putting on their balance sheets for the first time. Easy journal entry generation, pre-built reports for all the required disclosures they'll need to put in their footnotes, and also the ability to run a variety of customized reports for any of their other internal or external type of reporting needs. So be sure to reach out. Our team, we can give you a full demo and show you everything that our solution offers.
Awesome. So state and local governments are also in the process of adopting GASB 96, the new standard that established accounting rules for subscription-based IT arrangements. Is there expected to be a new federal standard on this topic as well?
Yeah, so I think if there's one thing we've seen, the different accounting standards boards, they do talk and they do work together in a lot of ways. So it's a good question. They all kind of went in their own process and timeline to adopt lease accounting, new lease accounting. For what you're asking about, the GASB 96, so cloud-based arrangements and other subscription-based IT arrangements, it is something else that GASB has created a new standard specifically for. And it's something that the Federal Accounting Standards Advisory Board, the FASAB, which governs our federal market, is researching at the moment. So while GASB has already released a standard specifically for these types of IT arrangements, FASAB has not made any formal moves yet to adopt new accounting rules for these contracts. However, the board and their staff, they do have an active project on their current agenda, and they're spending significant time researching the way the federal agencies purchase and use these types of IT subscriptions. So while this could still be a long-term project and any potential new accounting standard is likely to still be a couple years away at least, it is worth monitoring if it's something that you're involved with on the federal accounting level. So the FASAB website has a lot of information right now on this project, and they've got all the documentation about all the discussions that the board and staff have had so far. So there's a lot you can learn there if you want to keep touch. So the bottom line, conclusion, nothing official yet, but do stay tuned.
Well, thanks so much, Sarah. And thanks to our listeners for joining today's Accountant's Angle. Stay tuned for future podcast episodes where we discuss other lease accounting topics. And don't forget to subscribe so you get new episodes straight to your inbox.